Hey guys, Pickle Therapy here, your common everyday YouTuber that has nothing to do with therapy. Today we're going to be talking about Battlefield 4, news, rumors, and pretty much everything that's been confirmed so far. So we're going to start with the more general stuff. It is set to be released this fall on the current gen consoles and PC. That is PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Although DICE is giving out some rumors, and rumors are going around that it could be on the next gen consoles or PlayStation 4 and Xbox 720, if you don't know what that is. So Battlefield 4 is notorious, I should say. It has a good rep for its multiplayer. It's got a bunch of guns and vehicles. Generally, the people who play Battlefield really love the multiplayer. So DICE is trying to keep this under wraps, so there's not as much going around at this time. But what we do know is that it's pretty much going to be identical to Battlefield 3. PC gamers will still get the 64-player experience, which is 32v32, and the console gamers will still be limited to 24, which is 12v12. Another thing that Battlefield 4 will have is the esports tournament system, which pretty much it's a tournament system with a bunch of new goodies, and it's pretty much just a bunch of new advanced features with the tournaments. So we're looking forward to that. DICE is hopefully going to have that on its release date, which we don't know when the absolute date is. But when it is released, they're thinking about having the esports already set up. And another thing about Battlefield 4 is that it will not have co-op, which literally everybody played in Battlefield 3. If you couldn't tell, that was sarcasm. Co-op really was not the biggest thing in Battlefield 3. So the single player, like I said, DICE is trying to keep this under wraps. But what they have released is a 17-minute single-player gameplay walkthrough, I guess. And it's the mission/pilot mission, fishing in Baku. We're not exactly sure when that's going to be in the storyline or anything like that. But that will be in the description for you guys to watch. And like I said before, they're trying to keep it under wraps. So they're not releasing a lot about it, just that 17-minute walkthrough. Also, one thing that DICE did say is that Battlefield 3 was way too controlling and linear. That's exactly what they said, in quotes. So what they're going to try to do is pretty much continue the trends from Battlefield Bad Company games, where you could approach the objectives many different ways, where Battlefield 3, it almost had you on rails, just pretty much like COD. Also, we should still expect the cliche and really expected storyline that comes with most shooter games. Bad Russians, best friends with bad China, and US trying to fight both of them. That's pretty much also in the 17-minute gameplay. That is was in a breakdown that I saw. Pretty much at the end of it, he says something like, if you don't want to see the spoilers, just go watch the video right now. But they say that Russia's teaming up with China, so we still expect the cliche storyline that we all know and love. Another thing that Battlefield 4 is boasting is the new Frostbite 3 game engine. Supposedly this is brand new, but this has been used in, or will be used in the Dragon Age 3 and the upcoming Mass Effect games. Pretty much what the Frostbite 3 engine is to the Frostbite 2, it's pretty much the same exact thing, except better animations, pretty much better overall. The destruction system will be better, there'll be more debris flying everywhere, it will affect you more. The weather will be different and how it affects your player. Say it blows on you and maybe you can't control your player as easy. There's a better lighting system to make it more realistic, and more character animations. So say if you're loading a gun, it may not always be the same animation over and over and over. That's just the Frostbite 3 engine, and that will be used in the upcoming Dragon Age 3 games and Mass Effect games. Also, what they're saying is that it will be it will be optimized for certain PC gamer cards if you're a PC gamer. So they're working with NVIDIA and AMD to release the video cards that will optimize Battlefield 4 for your PC. If you're console gamers, you will not have to worry about that, although it will still be 30 FPS, and it will still be the same pretty much thing, even though it could be on the next-gen consoles, and even though it has the new Frostbite 3. The weapons and vehicles is the most important part of a shooter game, or a Battlefield game, because, well, what's a shooter game without a gun? And also, what's a Battlefield game without a vehicle? Pretty much, in Battlefield 3, if you didn't play Battlefield 3, it was littered with weapons and littered with vehicles. You could go to pretty much every game mode, except a few, like Team Deathmatch comes to mind, where you couldn't get vehicles. But on Conquest, you could get vehicles. Rush, you could get vehicles. The only thing that they've revealed so far as of artwork is the M1 Abrams tank, which is US, the Chinese Type 99 tank, which will be, of course, China, and the Russian Mi-28 Havoc attack helicopter. Two of those, the M1 Abrams tank and the Russian helicopter, those were already in Battlefield 3, although the Chinese Type 99 is new. We expect to see pretty much the same weapons and same vehicles as in Battlefield 3, so you should expect to see the LAVs, the BTR-90s, the T-90s, all the helicopters and all the jets. So hopefully they add a couple new ones, so it's not just identical to Battlefield 3, even though they do have the new Frostbite 3 engine. So the Battlefield 4 beta will be coming out how they did it with Battlefield 3. Now, seeing that didn't make any sense, what Battlefield 3 did is they had an open beta about a week before the actual release of it. It was Rush on Operation Metro. It was really a simple open beta. They may do that again, is a couple rumors that are floating around. But it will be accessible to all the Battlefield 3 owners that have the premium. So pretty much if you have the premium from Battlefield 3, you'll be accessible to the Battlefield 4 beta, and it will not come out at the same time as the open beta. And the other two ways you could get to the beta is you could either pre-order the digital deluxe edition on Origin, or you could purchase a copy of Medal of Honor Warfighter. Now, if that didn't make any sense to you about the premium, Battlefield 3 Premium was you paid $50 for a license, and what you could do is you could get all the DLC packs, a bunch of goodies like achievements, assignments, dog tags, weapons, just a bunch of new things, all for free, excluding the $50 license that you'd buy. Pretty much Battlefield 4 is continuing this trend, and they will be doing the same thing with the DLC packs. Battlefield 3 had plenty of DLC packs. It was either 4 or 5, and they were all released sort of equally apart. Hopefully Battlefield 4 is going to be doing the same thing, and some rumors have been circulating about this. We already know that Battlefield 4 is already making a DLC called the Drone Strike Expansion Pack that will be released shortly after the launch. There are also some rumors about the popular Battlefield 2 map, Road to Jalalabad. That might be remade for Battlefield 4. This is sort of continuing the trend from Battlefield 3, where they shortly after the release date released the DLC pack, Strike at Kargant, which was a Battlefield 2 maps. There were 3 or 4 maps that were released, and they were all from Battlefield 2, and they're continuing this trend by remaking Road to Jalalabad for Battlefield 4, although that may not be 100% confirmed. So pretty much that's all for now. That's pretty much what we know and what's confirmed. The rumors, news, pretty much everything all like that. Like I said, the 17-minute Fishing in Baku gameplay is in the description for you to watch. I recommend watching that. It's pretty epic, and it has sort of like a teaser trailer at the end. It's pretty much a pilot trailer, teaser trailer, whatever you want to call it. And it's pretty cool. You can really notice the new engine in it and all the better graphics and all that stuff. So check that out in the description, and be sure to subscribe for more news next week. Hopefully you guys found this video informing, I guess. Like it, as it encourages me to keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully you guys have a nice day. See ya.